Let's get you an update now on the Hindenburg Research, the US-based short seller that sent ripples across the country after its report is now going to be disbanded, we are told. Its founder, Anderson, has also clarified that there has been no particular threat or personal issue behind this particular decision to wind up. My colleague Pallavi Ghosh is with us to offer more inputs on this particular report that we are learning of. Pallavi, the fact that the Hindenburg Research really, created a lot of resonance, sent out ripples here in the Indian scene. Now that we hear of these reports of it winding up operations, how does one see it?
Well, over here, of course, a lot of politics has already broken out over it, though the opposition parties are not saying much. The 2017 Hindenburg Foundation really created a lot of political controversy and havoc, if I can say, as far as the Indian political system is concerned. Apart from the questions which are raised over the operations of the Adanis, questions were also raised over the SEBI chairperson. And this was always used as an ammunition by parties like the Trinamool Congress, the Congress Party, Rahul Gandhi systematically and consistently. Now that Hindenburg has announced that, Nelson in fact has announced that he's wrapping up the Hindenburg Foundation and he's not under any kind of health pressure or any kind of pressure. It is only that he feels that it was too much of work pressure and its time is over. I don't think there is going to be much that the opposition parties would now want to comment on it. However, for the BJP, it's certainly a big issue and we are seeing the reactions, whether it's coming in from Mr. Amit Malviya, Shehzad Poonawala, and all of them are now pointing a finger at the opposition parties, asking them, what do you now have to say about this?
But Pallavi, considering this report is coming out just days ahead of the Trump inauguration, how significant does that become?
You know, in fact, some of the responses coming in from many of the BJP supporters mentions this, that Trump has a zero tolerance for what is considered to be a political witch hunt tactics. I mean, remember, he also spoke out against what was called the legacy issues of Twitter, as it was called earlier, Meta, also Facebook, where he has on record accused these kind of platforms and many of them as well, including Hindenburg, of, raising issues, kind of concocting issues because they have a political agenda. And therefore, the timing is something which is, of course, being raised. And as far as India is concerned and the Indian government is concerned, they've always been maintaining the line that Hindenburg reports have no substance. They have a strategy and there is a conspiracy behind it. And they're certainly hoping with Donald Trump taking over the charge of American political system, there would be exposes of these kind of foundations who only perhaps do it to target one political narrative.
Right, Pallavi, thank you so much for that. In fact, Hindenburg Research and its founder, Nathan, has in fact come out and he said that they are winding up operations. This is, remember, days before the Trump swearing-in ceremony on January 20th. Let's take a look at the reactions back home. BJP has responded to this particular report. Let's take a look.
The report that Hindenburg is now going to shut shop and is going to get disbanded clearly suggests that whatever they were doing in order to attempt to create economic upheaval, economic anarchy in India was nothing but a sponsored hit job to destabilize the Indian economy. The question is that the Supreme Court took none of their reports seriously, that this same group was under Department of Justice investigation in the United States, that this organization had a clear motive of indulging in creating such kind of economic anarchy and profiteering out of it. The question is that it was well established that it was funded by those elements who are anti-India and anti-Indian economy, India's economic growth and prowess. But why was Congress party and its ecosystem lapping up reports of Hindenburg as if it was some kind of a gospel truth? They must come and apologize and they must explain to those Indians who lost money, even as groups like Hindenburg, Soros, and perhaps members of the Congress ecosystem profited politically and otherwise.